Hey Algebra 1, how y'all doing? This is of course Mr. Newman. This is the first video that I'm making for you guys. Just to give you a little rundown of how these videos are set up for you. They're here on my personal YouTube page. I'm linking them out on the hub for you. You can go back to these as often as you need to. Just a little bit about the setup of how I've got the screen set up for you guys. Over here, you'll see that this is sort of a document camera. I'm running this off of my iPhone, which using the camera there, so you'll be able to see what I'm writing here on the page here on the left side of the screen. On the right side of the screen, I'll usually have either some examples or some notes or some things that we're going to be working off of. So you can use, you can take a look here at this, at these notes that we're going to be working off of to work with multiplying binomials. And then here in the bottom right, you'll see right there, that's me. Good to see all of you guys. And right here, you'll notice this is my phone that I'm using as the document camera. So just if you're wondering what that thing is that's in front of my face, that's what it is. I'm of course here at home, working for you guys to make sure that we've got stuff to do and that we've got that we can move forward. Good news about the STAR test, you guys do not have to take the STAR test this year, which is amazing. Now, if you don't pass the semester, if you don't get credit for Algebra 1, you are going to have to retake Algebra 1 next year, and you're very likely going to have to take the STAR test next year. So you would be doing yourself a double favor by making sure that you're completing everything that we're doing here on the hub, coming to the office hours, which we'll talk about here in a moment. Really, really important for you guys to be doing that, okay? Speaking of office hours, let's go ahead and talk about that just briefly, all right? So I want to show you, this is our hub page, all right? This is how we're set up for this time, all right? And both 7th period and 5th period, you guys are going to have very similar looking, y'all will have very similar looking hub pages. Pretty much everybody's getting the same stuff for Algebra 1, okay? Now, so you guys in this box right here, this is going to be all the work that you're working through, okay? And I will highlight in green anytime there's something you're turning in. Okay, so this week, so before April 3rd, which is Friday at noon, you need to have all of your work turned in. All right, there are 2 assignments. There's this assignment right here that you can click this link and you'll be able to see the practice problems you're going to be working on. Okay, and you will be turning that into this hub assignment. You need to either, if you read right here, take a photo of your work. You can use your phone for that. You can use your laptop's webcam for that. Or you can use the Cam Scanner app on your phone. I highly suggest downloading that. Makes it really easy to take a picture of something and turn it into a file that's really easy to turn in on the hub. All right. You're going to be doing that for the most part for turning in your work. You know, in math, we have to do work on paper. Math happens on paper, so you need to make sure that you're able to turn in that work to me, all right? I think that'll be the easiest way. Instead of having you try to type out your math, I'm going to let you do it on paper, and then you just take a picture, turn it in, all right? The second assignment I have for you guys this week is factoring trinomials, which is sort of the opposite of multiplying binomials. Be lots of YouTube videos that I'm making for you guys to help you through this process, all right? Now, I want to direct you to the right side as well. All right, over here are the office hours. All right, office hours are just like tutorials. All right, we're using the term office hours because that's what college professors call it when they make themselves available in their office to work with students who are needing to come by and ask questions or get help or go over a test or whatever it is, right? So my office hours for you guys here in Algebra 1, now keep in mind I also teach Algebra 2, I teach pre-AP, and I've got some seniors, so I have to be available for everybody. But during these times, I am available just to you guys, only Algebra 1. So that's in the afternoon on Mondays from 1 to 2 and Tuesdays from 1 to 2. All right, your cohorts will probably be doing stuff in the morning, so the afternoon will be for math. And then on Wednesday and Thursday at 11 a.m. and up until noon. So there are 4 hours that I'm available for you guys. I highly suggest stopping by, all right? What you'll be able to do is if you click these links to join on that day, so like today, if today is Tuesday, presumably when you're watching this, if you click this link, it'll take you if you click that link between 1 and 2 p.m., you'll join in to a live chat with me and any other Algebra 1 students that join that. You'll be able to ask questions over the homework or just chat with me or whatever it is you need to do. All right, so I highly suggest you make time to do that. All right, okay. Let's go ahead and get started with multiplying binomials. This should be review. This is the box method. Okay, this is what that was what we had learned or started to learn before you guys left for spring break, and so I'm trying to make this week as simple for you guys as possible, and so this should not be that difficult of an assignment for you guys. So let me get my screen set up here, and we're ready to go. Okay, so I want to do this first example for multiplying binomials. They give you the example right here, all right? They even suggest that you use the box method here. It says multiply the given polynomials using the box method, okay? So this would be example problem number 1, okay? And so the problem is 2x plus 8. All right, we call this a binomial because it's got two things. It's got this 2x and it's got this 8. That's why we call that a binomial. And now we are multiplying binomials because we know that when there's parentheses right next to each other, that means multiply it, okay? Now you might remember that that the way that we do this is we basically need to multiply both of the things in the first binomial by each of the things in the second binomial. So really we're going to be doing 4 multiplications. We're going to do 4 multiplications, right? Because we have got to do the 2x times the 6x. We've got to do the 2x times the 2. So there's 2 multiplications. We also have to do that with the 8. We do the 8 times the 6x and the 8 times the 2. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4 different little multiplications we have to do. Now the way that we like to set that up, and the way that I think you guys got really good at before we left, was to do the box method. And the box method is similar to a Punnett square, all right? So a Punnett square, like you guys use in biology, looks something like this, all right? So you'll notice that our box here, our square, has 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces, and that's because we're going to be doing 4 multiplications. All right, now to set that up, we're going to take this first binomial and we're going to say that this first row, this is going to be, or column, this is going to be the 2x column. All right, and then this second column here is going to be the positive 8 column, right? So you can see I've got 2x plus 8. I go ahead and put that here on the top. Then on the side, I'm going to do the second binomial. So this row right here is going to be the 6x row. And this row, the second row, there's going to be the 2 row. All right. Now let's go ahead and do the multiplication here. All right. So 6x times 2x. So that's here 6x times 2x. All right. The 6 and the 2 gives us 12, and the x times the x. Don't forget that that's x squared. Okay. So that's what's going to go in this box right here. 12x squared. All right, and then the second multiplication problem we can do, if we do this kind of going down this first column, 2x times 2. All right, so this is 2x times 2. All right, so 2 times 2 is 4, and then we've got our x. So this is double 2x gives us 4x, right? So this is going to be a 4x right there. Okay, and then the next multiplication that we have to do is 6x times positive 8, all right? So 6x times positive 8 times 8, so 6 and 8. If I multiply those, remember we're multiplying inside this box. Everything is getting multiplied. 6 times 8 is 48. And so this is 48 x's, right? So we got an x there, so we have to have an x in our product as well, so 48x, okay? All right, and then our last box here is going to be 2 times 8, and that's very simple. That's just 16, okay? All right, now this is a pattern that we're going to see on a lot of the problems that we do during this time. You'll notice that here I've got one that's got an x squared, and that's because I did an x times an x, so it gave me an x squared. Here I've got 2 sort of that are diagonal from each other that have x's. All right, so we're going to be able to put those together here in a second. And then when I do just a number times a number, it just gives me a number. Okay, so we're going to sort of have that pattern. We've got x squared, we've got just a number, and then these two kind of middle boxes, we can, those are going to have an X on them. So let's write out all four of our things here. We're going to, so if step one was to set up the box. Step two, if you're a person who likes steps, you can write these down. All right, step two is to multiply each box. All right, we're going to multiply each box. That's what we did here. Okay, now step three is going to be to write out the answer. All right, we're going to write it out, take it out of the box, take these four things out of the box. All right, and then step four is we're going to do some combine like terms. Okay, so let's do step three here. So step three, we're going to take each of those terms. All right, so 12x squared plus, it's a positive, right? So 48x plus, I've got this one, now I've got this one, so plus 4x, that's that one, and then plus 16. All right, so that's this one. All right. Now, the last step here, we need to combine like terms, so we're going to take the 4x and the 48x, and we can put those things together. Now, it's important that you understand that when we're combining like terms, we are adding, right? It's really tempting because we're doing a multiplying type of problem here. We multiplied everything that was in the box. It's really easy to want to multiply these, but remember when we combine like terms, we just add those coefficients. So our final answer is going to be 12x squared plus 48 and 4 gives me 52x, and then plus the 16. So you'll notice that each of these terms, x squared, x, and then no x is there, just a plain old number. These are three different types of terms, and so that means that we've simplified it all the way down, and so that is our answer. Okay? All right, so the box method, here's your 4 steps. Okay, so make sure that you've got those 4 steps. If you want, you can now click on the hub page. You can click and open up your practice problems, see how you do on those. If you need help, you can click the link on the hub. There will be a help video where I will be working out some of those problems for you. Okay. Your other option for getting help is to come to my office hours. Remember that those office hours are posted on the right side of the hub page. So make sure you come on by to those office hours. It'll also be really good to just see you guys live and actually be able to talk back and forth with you. If you have other questions, feel free to hit me up on Remind, send me an email, whatever it is that you need. I hope you're all doing really well. I am excited that we're getting back into school. Make sure that you're staying up with this. Remember how important this algebra class is for you, because it not only counts for graduation and getting that credit, you also will get your star credit if you pass this class. All right, so I'm really excited about that. All right, talk to you guys later. Please make sure that you are checking out all of those help videos and working really, really hard. You should be spending, a good 30 minutes or an hour every day on math to make sure you're getting all your stuff done. Okay, 2 assignments due at noon on Friday, so make sure that you're getting those done. Okay, love you guys. Talk to you later.